Hi, what is your name? My name? Slick Nick, the living legend of hair loss. And when you're Slick Nick, here's what you do. You get your phone, you look at your YouTube app, and you see, hey, what comments came in today based on yesterday's videos? And then you just start responding to it, and 7 minutes later you got a video that 300 people are going to watch over the next day and a half. Here's a prime example. You're watching one right now. We're talking about the video I made called Downplaying a Receding Hairline, How I Style My Hair with a Blow Dryer and Gel, which I want to remind everybody, it was a 12-minute video where I got out of the shower and I fixed my hair and I talked about it for 12 minutes, just me standing in the bathroom. Very popular, very engaging video, because when you're Nick Shell, surprisingly, that's what you do and it works, so I won't question that. With that being said, Malcolm X, okay, there's a pretty historic character, left me this comment, quote, "Does anyone else only date short women so they can't see the top of your head?" End quote. Now, I feel that's not a joke. I feel that's not any kind of troll comment. I feel like Malcolm X is actually asking that. Does anyone else only date short women so they can't see the top of your head? That's a fun video right there. Here's my immediate response. And ultimately, I'm making this video as a sounding board for anyone who can relate to that. But as you all know, how tall am I? I mean, what's funny is if you don't already know the answer, here's what I'm going to ask of you right now. Take a moment to leave a comment. Just type in there your prediction of how tall that you think that I am. What's my height? As far as like in feet and in inches. And if you need to open up in a window to figure that out if you're used to different metrics or whatever. Okay? How tall am I? Left a comment, assuming you don't already know. Okay? I'm 5'9". That's how tall I am. Which is not tall. It's the same exact height as Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. Okay, there you go. So if you want a comparison, and a lot of actually of the guys in the Avengers, that was basic what their height was. So I'm not tall is what I'm trying to say. I'm not noticeably short, but no one's going to refer to me as tall. So and granted, I've been married 11 years, so it's not like I've been dating anybody in a long, long time. With that being said, though, that would have never been a thing I could have done. Like, oh, assuming that I was noticeably bald or insecure about it or something like that. I had a bald spot in the back, back in my 20s. And then I was like, oh, this kind of bothers me. So I think I'm just going to try to date girls that are shorter than me. Well, when you're 5'9", most girls are shorter than you. But it's like even now my wife, like she's 5'6.5". So like we're kind of nearly the same height. There's not that much difference in us. And I mean, that's normal. I'm still taller than most women, but I'm not tall. That's the situation I'm in. So there was never a thing. If I were going to only date shorter women, then we're talking about like, 5'2" or shorter or something, I guess, right? So, but it is an interesting concept. I can't personally relate to it simply because I've been married for a long time and I've never been tall enough to really have the privilege of that. But I'm guessing this guy who left the comment is tall. I'm guessing he's probably easily over 6 foot, maybe 6'3", something like that. And it is funny because I have noticed this before. I've noticed where with tall guys, if they're balding up here on top, often you would never know it because they're always so much taller than everybody else, and it's just not obvious. Because with a lot of male pattern baldness, it's a matter of, just like with me, in theory, I have a very vague hairline at this point. And I think a lot of guys are kind of in this situation, but ultimately, back here, you could be pretty thin, but if no one's looking up there, then no one's gonna know. So that's interesting. So there you go, that's the end of the video. Now you go ahead and leave a comment and say if you can relate to this. I mean, I guess it's not the worst idea in the world if it bothers you that much that you're losing your hair. But here's what I'm going to say. Ultimately, here's my response to it when I really think about it. I constantly remind everybody, men, you are not judged by women the same way that you judge them. Men naturally, instinctively, judge women on their physical appearance. And I have to constantly remind men, women are not wired to be attracted to us in the same way. So making her laugh, making her feel good about herself from a psychological point of view, expressing how confident you are in your skill set and what you're good at and what you're not, where you can even laugh at yourself, maybe even laugh at the fact that you're kind of thinning up here. That actually could help you if you can embrace it, which a lot of guys can't. But if you can, that can actually work to your advantage. Man, should that be the title of this video? I didn't even mean to say that out loud. You know me, I don't prepare for these videos. I literally, when I'm not just scrolling through the comments and pressing record, if I have ideas, I'll put them on a sticky note. But there's no preparation in this at all. But yet, what about that? What if the concept of embracing your hair loss and being able to joke about it, and that includes shaving it all off, but still openly acknowledging yourself as the bald guy and laughing about it, that's attractive. A guy that can laugh at himself and any perceived imperfections. That's confidence. Confidence sells. No one can tell the difference between real and fake confidence. I'm Mr. Fake It Till You Make It. Believe me, I know. That's the real point of this video, and I'm so grateful I stumbled into it. But the thing I wanted to say in this video was this. Did I predict that this was going to be a 7-minute video? I think I randomly said that. We'll make sure that it's a 7-minute video because I got to say one more thing. Ultimately, if you're a tall guy, I say it's that much less of a reason to care about your hair, because being tall is naturally a trait that attracts a lot of women. And granted, I haven't been single in a long, long time, but something I keep hearing guys say in the comments is that you're often judged by how tall you are. They'll say, I want somebody who's at least 6 foot tall. Well, again, I'm not. I'm 5'9". But if you are tall, then apparently that as men are being reduced to how they physically look or whatever, your height apparently is a big deal. So I think if anyone's not going to care about starting to lose their hair, it seems like balding guys that are tall have less to worry about, because at least you're tall. You could be the tall, confident guy that is easily able to instantly start making fun of his own hair loss. And now look at me, I'm 26, I gotta shave my head, I'm all, but you can still embrace the fact, well, at least I'm tall, at least I've got that going for me. Ha 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 ha. That's a joke. Females like that sort of thing. Because you just did what I've always been saying. You embrace what your weaknesses are, and you also embrace what your strengths are. Now, if you could put those in one sentence and make that a joke, that is what you would want to. Oh man, I lied. I said a 7-minute video. I'm already at 8.5. Okay, that's everything you need to know in 8.5 minutes. If you want to continue this conversation, you can leave a comment right here. I might make a video back to you.